Hey everybody, Coach Katie, and today I want to talk to you about acceptance. I want to talk to you about this concept of acceptance that every time I remember it for myself, I feel like a brand new person. I feel like the weight of my own expectations and pressure on myself has been lifted when we can really sink into this concept of acceptance. Whatever it is that you're working on right now, whatever goals or dreams, it's very easy to get frustrated. It's very easy to look at that destination far off that you really want. You can feel it, you can taste it, you already know it's happening. You can live it in your body. You're so excited. Think of a trip that you got ready for. Think of something that you were anticipating, right? But oftentimes when we're there, it's great, right? But what's the fun? The fun is in the journey. The fun is in getting there. But oftentimes we spend so much time focusing on the destination. And when we're focused only on the destination, so excited and putting all our energy in when we're going to get there, then what happens is that all we see is the gap in between, the gap between us and our dreams. And what we do is when we don't know what's happening in that gap, as a human being, we fill it with insecurities and doubts, and we fill it with fear, and we fill it with judgments on ourselves. And what happens is we look at this gap and it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. And we start actually reacting to the gap rather than staying connected to the vision. We stay in the gap, we stay in the what's not happening now, we focus on what's not enough, what's not there, and then we start to react. We start to get overwhelmed. All the little things. Think about the steps that you need to take in order to do what you want to do. But what's hard is the wait, the impatience in the wait. I'll tell you that my one of my not my strong suits is patience because I have a lot of expectations because I want to have it now. We all want to have what we want now. It's like that instant gratification. So it's about really the work is really in allowing yourself to be in the moment, to be in acceptance of where you are. So when you're only focused on the destination, think about like the money that you need to make in order to have that kind of lifestyle where you are free and able to go to your bucket list destination or, you know, whatever it is that you want to do, the perfect relationship, right? How often do we date and we're so focused, especially us women, we jump ahead timelines. 3 dates is 3 months, right? And then we start having the relationship conversation. So we're not able to temper our expectations. We're living in the future. We're excited about the future. We're seeing through, future lenses what this could be rather than really being present in the moment. And when we're present in the moment, there's actually so much value in being present. We're present to our intuition, we're present to our sense of grace, our deeper knowing, our groundedness. We actually can find what it is that will actually help us to get to where we want to go. Because again, if we're just focused on the destination and the gap and the wideness of the gap, then we end up distracting, getting overwhelmed, procrastinating, avoiding the things that we need to do to get there. Because have you ever just stood in front of a mountain and you're like, I can't make it up that mountain? Because you're only looking at the top. And yes, it's exciting to look at the top and to be like moved by that. But what it would be like to just take one step at a time? And it's really easy to forget that when we're in the midst of our goal line, when we're in the midst of our chase and our pursuit of that thing that we think is going to make us happy. So it's about finding the intersection between your goal line, which is your destination line, and your soul line, which is the journey, the preparation, the anticipation, who you are becoming in the midst of pursuing the things that you want. And I found in my journey that when I am able to integrate my soul line and my goal line, that is what really gives me the juice to keep going. People ask me, like, or they look at me and they think, wow, she has so much determination and perseverance. And it's because I tap into the bigger picture, to the soul line. What am I learning? Who am I becoming? Can I find joy and beauty and peace in the moment? But we forget, especially when we have been feeding that gap with our insecurities, fears, comparisons, shoulds, assumptions, judgments, all of that stuff. So the work that I do with my clients is really to help you find acceptance, to find acceptance, progress over perfection, intention over expectation, patience over pressure, looking at the present, then looking at the moment, not the mountain. This is how we find our stride. This is how we find our rhythm, is by living in the moment, living in that sweet spot, living in that intersection between our goal line and our soul line. That's what's important. And it's not easy because our natural instincts are to rush it, rush the process, get there already, instant gratification, on to the next and the next and the next. And what that does is just, it fills a sense of not enoughness within us, which is what actually feeds the gap even more. So it's about doing the work, it's about doing the soul work, it's about finding how to accept yourself, navigating the noise in your head that tells you that you should be somewhere else and that makes you feel like you are in a rat race, that you can't take your time, that you're going to be left behind. But navigating the noise, working that relationship with yourself, coming into an energy and an alignment of and an embodiment of acceptance, because when you're in acceptance of yourself, you're accepting of others, and then you just become a naturally magnetic person all around. And that's what's going to actually bring about the manifestations in your life, as well as you being motivated and inspired to take action towards your dreams and your goals. So that's what I'm so passionate about. Accept, accept, accept. Learn to accept where you are right now. Have your dreams and goals, work for your dreams and goals, but learn to love and accept where you are right now. And if you struggle with that because expectations and shouldings and pressure that you put on yourself, because I'm a recovering perfectionist, it's hard for me. And I've learned how to stop myself. I've learned how to find acceptance within myself, true acceptance, heartfelt acceptance, not just a mental construct of I accept myself. And that's what something that I'm really passionate about, helping you really learn to embody within yourself. Because when you have acceptance, that's the lubricant. That is the lubricant to all your goals and dreams. And that's what's going to make it even better and more exciting and more fun along your journey. And so when you show up at your arrival destination, you're going to show up fully receiving, fully open, and fully being who you want to be. So if this sounds great to you, please reach out to me. There's a link below where you can book a confidence activation call. We can talk about these things. I want to support you and see what's really in the way, and we can see if we're a fit, and I can help support you in your journey to accepting and loving all of yourself right here, right now. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I'll talk to you all soon.